It's a trail hammer here. I wanted to do a quick video. I got a kind of a cool little piece of gear here that a lot of you have probably seen. It's the folding firebox. Just so far, I've really only used it a couple of times just with my Trangia. I haven't had a fire in it yet. It's middle of winter here yet, but either way, pretty cool. Just received it from Bushcraft Canada. Good place to shop here in the Northwest. But there's a couple of different things I'd noticed. I was out with my family and was trying to put together some hot chocolate with a little bit bigger pot. Typically I would use this on either just hanging over the fire or just on a camp stove or something. A lot of times if I'm just out and about, I just have this, a 14 centimeter billy pot, which also come from Bushcraft Canada. But if I'm going to use a Trangia, it works fine. But of course, it's handier if you're not heating up a ton of water. So if you're going to do 3/4 of a liter or something like that, not so bad. Or this thing half or 3/4 full. But if you're going out with something a little bit bigger like this coffee pot, and I was going to make cocoa for a group of us, then it's kind of nice to have something a little bit more efficient maybe than the alcohol stove. And by efficient, I mean that holds a little more fuel, because I had to actually stop, refuel this, and finish boiling this full of water, which typically with my billy pot, I wouldn't necessarily have to do that if it was only half full or so. It'd be plenty for me and another person or whatever. So I was trying to figure out how I can incorporate my little pocket rocket here, which I really like this stove. But maybe some of you have found the same thing. I'm a little bit of a klutz. So by the time, even with this base, by the time I get a little soup or something on, or just boiling water, if you're out and about and this is only so stable, I'm kind of a klutzy guy, so I'm always a little bit worried about what this is bouncing around on top of here. So I thought, well, actually once I received this folding firebox, I thought it might be kind of neat if there was a way to use this stove. Now, obviously it's too high. You could flip this up and set it down, but then this kind of flops down. So, but the other thing is you light this thing, flip this upside down. Now, you lose this rigidity, but once it hits the ground, it's not really going to move around like that. So now you end up with a surface that's nice and stable. It's not touching the pocket rocket stove at all, but it's nice and stable this way. You can easily put a bigger pan on top, and it's really not going to move around. It's just way nicer. You still maintain a little bit of a gap, so you're okay that way, but I don't know, just seems like an easy way for a klutz like me to actually use the pocket rocket stove with all the extra sort of quick heat, and just have a stable base. Plus I'm going to have this stove along with me anyway, so why not flip it out and use it? So I just thought I'd show you that. Again, check out Bushcraft Canada. Good prices. They always have a monthly special. He's a good guy. He ships fast, and his prices are reasonable. Take care.